Hello again. Welcome again to my channel, my humble channel of me filming myself playing video games. As far as I can go, as far as I can go. I'll do this a little bit. Don't break anything there, do I? Okay. Hello, meow. Do 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 do. Okay, what we're doing here. There we go. Is this like that? That kind of works, this doesn't it? There we go. A little bit up. So we get the ceiling fan as well. There we go. Okay, so where was I? So yesterday we got some of those doohickeys, and now we're going to get some more doohickeys, aren't we, Ormiowski? This is Far Cry 4. And I'm in the middle of capturing a bunch of, what they call those things now, bell towers. Someone on the bell tower said the meow meow to the meow. So we've got a little meowski.
Meowski, meow meow. Meow meow meow.
Okay, right, let's do this. It's my head. Okay, that's on. There's the controller.
Meow, what's this to me?
Oh, hello. Almost destroyed itself there. Volume, please! Okay. So we've got here. I think so. Okay, so I probably did all this yesterday. Yep, I did this all yesterday. Okay, good stuff. Right, I'm ready to go. Let us go and find ourselves a new wonderful bell tower that we can liberate. And my game froze. Oh, my controller went off. Oh, you're not doing that whole batteries run out already. I only played you for a couple of minutes. Okay, so let's have a look what we got. Let's have a look for a bell tower. Okay, we've got a bell tower there. Anything further down south? Nope, I think that's the edge of the map. There's nothing here. There's a bell tower. I'm going to bell tower. Make myself a waypoint. Am I at the bazaar? I think so. So I'm going to get myself the flying helicopter.
You're the flying helicopter of love, baby.
I want to do the flying helicopter of love. I want to show you something else, though. I don't know if I showed you. When I was walking through this map, I saw these things, these bits of rope, and I didn't know what to do. If you haven't played this game yet, which is probably, yeah, there's a couple of quests you can do, and one of them gives you this, which is to grapple, which means anytime you see ropes like this, you just grapple with your X button, and then right trigger has you climb, but then the A button has you jump as well, so if you want to do that. So I'm going to descend. I don't know how to descend. I don't know how to descend. The batteries, the freaking controller's gone again. It looks like I need... The hell is up with this? Freaking motherfreaker. There we go. That's my descension. Detach. Okay, so... Yeah, it's the bloody controller. It's probably eaten through the batteries already. Mother freaking chicken dinners. Ah, bloody hate. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Alright, so let's see if I can salvage the batteries from the on-off thingy here, which are probably... No, they're of the same variety. Nanny, nanny, please talk to yourself as I'm getting my batteries put in here. Oh, I just did something. What'd I do? What'd I do? What'd I do? I don't know what I just did. I don't know what I just did, but my screen's gone. There it is. No, press on the other button. There we go. Okay, so this is strange. The batteries work for the control for the that controller. Freaky. Let's see if it works for this. This works for this controller. So I just hate Xboxes at the moment. Oh, okay, so I've got life. I've got life. Right now, let's get on this helicopter thingy. And of course, I do have some junk food. In order to, there we go, lift. And I found out the other day this thing actually has a fuel capacity or fuel limit. Because it's weird, because most vehicles and most video games, they just keep going, whereas this has an altitude alarm. So if you go too high, it sets an alarm off. Like that's the altitude alarm. And it also has a fuel limit. So it's a bit of a creepy head, because I wouldn't mind just having this thing flying from point to point. It's supposed to driving and go through, but then again, that would kind of defy the necessity of the video game. La 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 la. I got that. What's his name song in my head? Drakington, I think his name is, or Drakingly, or Droke. Is Droke the after? So the past tense of Drake, I think. Oh yes, it's another weekend. Yeah, so I bought an HDMI cable, because the Xbox has an HDMI output, and because what they call it, the picture is kind of mere as far as how it looks. What I was trying to do, what I thought I could do is, I didn't know if the projector I have was actually HDMI capable, and so I bought an HDMI cable. I did a bit of education as well, so here's a lesson for you. HDMI is high definition multimedia interface, I think is what it stands for, and basically it uses a data signal. So it's basically like a computer, so zeros and ones. That's how come it can send high definition data around all over the place. And let's see up here. Hello. Have I taken this one already? Was this liberated or what? No, it doesn't look like it. Is it liberated? I'll tell me. No, I just wait till that's the one I wanted to go do. Anyway, HDMI. Now, if you go to somewhere like one of the big box stores and that kind of stuff, they're going to say, "Oh, you're going to spend." Oh, hello. I got off instead of. You're going to spend like $50,000, $60,000 on this freaking HDMI cable, which is actually naff, because you don't. I bought a 25-foot HDMI cable off the internet for $10 free shipping, and it came within like 2 days. I got it off eBay, just so you know. And a couple of other things as well. If you're going to get an HDMI cable, don't get anything over 30 feet, because then the signal starts getting crappy. And it's not to do with the way that the cable's set up. It's to do with the length of the cable. You know, because the cable's that long, the signal kind of lags and that kind of stuff. So that's why I got a 25-foot one. It also has like a cloth exterior minders instead of around the insulation, which I like. It gives it kind of antiquated feel about it. And then the bad news: my projector does not have HDMI capability. Excuse me. So hello, where am I? Where are you? But it doesn't have HDMI capability, so I'm kind of stuck. But I do have a HDMI cable, which is good. Now there are such things as converters that will change it again. I'm still learning on the techies. I think the RCA or the composite, I think it is, or component, which is the the what they call it. Oh, hello, fedge. The what they call it. Oh, maybe that's where we go. You know the oh, hello. That's something we need to know. Yeah, you know the red and the yellow and all that kind of doohickey cables that you usually plug in the back of these things. To get your video and audio. Okay, so this works. Fetch is going on here.
Why must you continue this useless struggle? You won't realize that your efforts are costing
Oh, there you go.
Until you stop, all you have to do is surrender. Cease your aggression and begin to usher in a new era of peace.
There we go.
Light shine upon
So basically, I forgot what it is now. What was I talking about? Do you remember? Oh, I don't bloody remember. HDMI, RCA cables. So anyway, you got your RCA cables. Well, get your RCA cables, right? And they're not. So basically, HDMI is like a very it's high definition signal, and the RCA is not, or the component or composite, or you want to call it, is not. And so, okay, let's see. And the converters are out there, but what they do is they dumb it down. So basically, if you've got like your HDMI cable coming out your Xbox, you plug it through a converter to make it RCA or composite or component, what it's called. Then what it's doing is it's changing the HDMI signal to an RCA signal. So it's just going to be basically looking exactly the same as it does right now. Which means I've got to do something different, doesn't it? I mean, this is just fun. This is just, I'm not doing this for a living or anything like that. So this is just fun. And it's just, I just want to see if I can actually do it. And if people like what I do, really. And then if they do, then I'll quit my job. I'll do more of this for everyone's enjoyment. And then get a better doohickey. I do like the projector as opposed to a screen myself, because screens like shine light straight into your face, but the projector is like a reflection from behind me. Yay! Verily, bears, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! Okay, so now what we've got here, free and trading post. Ooh, I've got myself a grenade launcher. Wedding photos! Oh, there's so much wedding photos! What else have we got? I used to be a photographer, by the way, and oh, what? There it goes. And I'll give you a little tip. Any aspiring photographer, don't do weddings. Now, if you do weddings, get somebody else to help you with it. Don't just do weddings by yourself. If I can, I'm not going to do this another day. You use it like okay.
Thanks to you. Now people can't ignore the truth any longer without pagan men lying in their ears.
Nope, I'm not doing that.
Should have been there by now.
I can just come back. Where's my helicopter? Ah, boo. Where is my helicopter? I knew I parked it here somewhere. By this house. There's a jeep. There? No. Excuse me. There it is. No, it isn't. No, where was it? I think so. There it is. I think it's sorry. Yeah. If you're gonna do a wedding, wedding photography, do it in a pair. Get at least one assistant, because a couple of reasons. You've got two families. You've got the groom's family and the bride's family, and with that you've got two mothers. and the mothers and weddings take over. And even if they're the nicest people generally, what will happen is weddings turn them into demons. It's like that Bridezillas program. As I haven't seen it, I've only seen bits of it, and I had to turn it off because I had post-traumatic stress disorder from doing photography for weddings. But it's a nightmare. Now, there's a few things as well you've got to do with this. First of all, get an assistant, and second of all, realise what you're going to charge. Because if you say I'm going to charge you like $1,000, okay, well and good. But if you're not a good photographer, you just ruined the one time, and that's another thing that kind of I wouldn't say upset me per se, but kind of ekes me in regards to being a wedding photographer. Because this is it. It's not. I can't come back tomorrow and say, okay, guys, let's all do this again tomorrow because I forgot to take my lens cap off. No, this is you do it now or one time only. So you've really got to know what you're doing. Now, with digital photography, it just gives you the advantage of being able to review what you've done. So that's actually slightly better. Oh, bollocks. Oh, fuck again. I just killed myself. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. I'll give that on. It's already, come on, fucker. Okay. That needs to die. You don't know what it is? It needs a sniper. It needs to die. Right. Excuse me. Oh, bollocks, twat! Oh, come on, fucker. Shit bollocks. Wanking crap. This is what I meant to do. Let's see what we can do with this guy. So wedding photography. There we go. Throw grenades at me, I can throw grenades at them. Just one of them down. Two. So, oh, it was doing better yesterday. Something I do like about video games like this, they're not wise enough to come out and attack you. So, okay, there we go. Shit, fuck, wank, bastard, asshole. Tit balls! Tit balls! Ah, and you can't tell me I'm swearing because I'm swearing in English. Oh, come on, you silly bone cramper. You bully, PC doodle. Right. Okay, let's do sniper time.
It's your sniper time.
There we go.
You can run away, but you'll never.
There we go, that's one down. Come on then. There we go. Oh, you fucker. Go down, you fucker. Okay. Well, hopefully that's over. Ah, so weddings. Yeah, basically, what I used to do, because a lot of wedding photographers, what they do is they want to take control of the whole wedding. And so what they'll do is they will charge you $1,000 plus, and then take photographs all the way through the wedding. And then what they'll do is they go home and they'll bollocks, fuck off. Was that a good spot? I don't know. Meh, keep it. So, what's it saying? See if that sniper guy's got a good sniper rifle. Okay, let's go do this again. Okay, what's that? Fuck. Oh, what the bollocks is bollocks in Wine Vessel? Is this one of those? I'm gonna go this way first. Might be a bonus. If the radio's upside down in the fucking basement. It's right in the fucking basement. It looks like it might be. Weddings. Yeah, anyway, so what I did for the weddings that I did, and I didn't cheat because the amount of money that people spend on getting the kids married is unbelievable. And then to have a photographer come and say, I'm going to charge you $1,500. It's like, man. And so what I did, and also because I'm a self-educated photographer, and and I'm also a professional. I go like, okay. What I'll do is I'll charge you X amount of money, which wasn't that much, and then I'll take photographs throughout the entire wedding. And then what I'll do is I'll put all the pictures I've taken onto a thumb drive. And then I will give you said thumb drive. And then you look through the pictures, you find out what you like, you can keep all the pictures on it. And anything you want printing or editing, go ahead and I'll do it, and I'll put that into the price. I put that into the price as well, because again, what photographers tend to do is they'll shoot pictures all the way through the ceremony, and then at the end of it, they'll take it home and they'll put what they think is good. And the thing is, I think that's kind of bigoted, because it's like, oh, this is what I think is good. If that's what you think is good, okay, well and good. But it's not your fucking wedding. What happens if somebody's like looking at it saying, actually, I like this one instead of that one? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, a couple of tips for the aspiring wedding photographers. Yay. And let me get rid of some radio signal. Ka-chonk! You see, what I would have done personally is I'd actually taken that tape recorder with me, just disconnected it, and then sold it. Because, I think tapes are making a comeback just the way that LPs did. Because there's nothing actually went away. I think the digital era came and kind of hijacked everything. Because I was around in the old days, when we used to have gramophones, we didn't have any of this CD nonsense. And then what it was yeah, I used to work with someone, and her phrase was "so anyway." She used to say that in the front of absolutely everything.
So anyway.
And so I called her "so anyway."
So anyway, we will blah 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 blah.
And she didn't sound like, she wasn't a what do you call it? A pinky person, but she kind of had it. That's cool.
So anyway.
Now, let's have a look what else we've got. That's a bell tower. It's an old bell tower! Let's see if we've got this one. Now, I wonder if it does actually have a fuel consumption thing, because I did beat the beeping out of it. Aha! Is that an altitude? Nope, there you go. There you go. As I said, fuel consumption. It's flying again. Oh, hang on. What the hell was that then? What the heck was that? Because it cut out. Was that because of altitude? Turn back, dangerous territory ahead. I don't want to turn back. Complete mode campaign missions. Okay, whatevs. So I can't go where I'm there. So I can't go there. That sounds really liberating. So I'll go there instead. Okay. It looks like I'm getting hit from behind. Okay. And since we're talking about education, let's talk about cooking. I don't know if you ever heard of mipoire, spelt Meyer-Poix. It's French stuff, so it must be good. Basically, what it is the base of any soup and any stew. And if you're working in a restaurant that actually knows its cheese, like actually you've gone to culinary school and that kind of crap, or you've had that experience and blah blah blah. One of the first things they'll ask in your orientation is to make mipoire. Now, mipoire does come in a bunch of different, derivatives. But basically, what it is 2 parts onion, 1 part celery, 1 part carrot. And again, it's the basis of any soup and stew. It's the basis of almost any kind of soup, stew, or sauce that's ever made, which is really good. And again, there's derivatives of it. There's the I can't even remember. There's ones where you use peppers instead, blah 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 blah. Blah. But basically, that's the base. Right, so let's have a look. See what we've got here. Let me use my binoculars and look at how many enemies I have. Oh god, the 3 of them, and they're all jocks. Oh bollocks! Stop that! Stop shooting at me! Missed. Missed again. Oh no, go! Okay, he's over there. Come on then. Okay, there you go. Are you going up high? Are you going up high? Are you going up high? Is that what you're doing? Yeah. I shall see what you can do here. What the fudge? What the f... I just unloaded a clip into his fucking face and he's not dead. Okay, wow. So this isn't a good replacement for the assault rifle gorilla. So let's see what he's got. Okay, hello. Come on then. Oh, that's what happens when you lay on the get run over by a doohickey without running over by laying underneath it before you die. What? Okay. What am I thinking? Yeah, mipoire, right. I don't know. I'm not as lucid as I was yesterday. So mipoire is actually pretty good stuff. And again, so because something that I had when I was younger, one of my questions I asked to people is like, what is like when you first move out, it's a case of what do you buy? What do you buy for food? And so I think that's one reason why I got in the restaurant business, a subconscious kind of reaction. It's like because I asked people, oh, you need this, and this, you need pasta, you need rice, you need this. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a staple because, I kind of sort of somehow believe in reincarnation to an extent. Oh, bollocks. And I think... Hello. Fuck. Sorry. What the fuck are these wanky bats? A bell tower for crying loud. What are you doing manning it like fucking bollocks and crap bollocks one person? Alright, there you are. Hello. Can I talk to you about the latter-day Saints? Oh, cross the vehicles on me! Ah, Jesus Christ. And they brought dogs. Do you fucking believe it? They brought dogs to a fucking gunfight. Do you believe it? Come on then. Eat my fucking leg, you bitch. Jesus Christ. Is what I would say if I wasn't a good, law-abiding citizen that doesn't swear. So anyway, mi pois. She puts, oh, it must be love. Look at these lovely people loving each other. Oh, even in death. Anyway, so there's me, wanting to know what the basis is for cooking anything, and I never got the answer until I got into restaurants. And to years of working in restaurants where I was basically on the other side, I was the ignorant modelphober who just basically made tables. Fuck off. Yeah, because it's weird that the front of the house, or the back of the house, or heart of the house, depending where you work, which is basically the kitchen, most think that the front of the house, which are mainly waiters, don't know crap, and they're just nothing more than dictating machines. And something I've come across is that, see, what happens is waiters are very good at handling people. Okay, let's do it like this. So you just got a knife. Fuck bollocks! Cheese and crackers! Where are you? Come on, you lunatic! There you go. Get down there, you silly monkey. And he doesn't have anything to steal. That's great. Yeah, from experience, the front of the house, the hat of the house, so you think that the front of the house is just nothing more than a bunch of, like, blah, blah, blah. But it goes like this. As I explained once to a chef, shortly before he got fired for saying this. Okay, you spend all day, you basically spend all night coming up with recipes, and then all day communicating with your staff on what the recipes are. Now, they've had years of education and, also they have knowledge of working, because that's what they do, making the food. And so when the when the roll time comes, where you're going to tell the servers what to do, what it is, you're basically 7 hours ahead of them, because you've been doing this for 7 hours. You've been prepping and talking and prepping and talking. So then what you do is you come out and you go like, oh, this is a special. There's chicken in a masala reduction sauce. It comes with pâte choux and a beer blanc. Okay. So how much does it weigh? I don't. Why should I tell you how much it weighs? It all depends on the meat. Okay, listen. So your beer blanc, how do you actually make that? Dude, you don't know how to make a beer blanc? Okay, good stuff. Okay. Does it come with any of the sides and the pâte choux? No, it doesn't. Okay, good stuff. Well, can they dude, I've had enough. And then goodbye, chef. Right. So that's where you're at. And so the server has half information that they have to talk to the chef. And the chef thinks that the server doesn't know what the hell's going on, why are you asking so many pointless questions, when they don't realise what it is that when the... If I can do what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to stroke. The beeping beep just happened. How the hell am I meant to do this? Yeah, as I say, so the server, it's not that the server's being ignorant, the server needs this information because the kitchen doesn't know how to handle customers. Because they don't have to. And so you know, so saying, okay, today we have a chicken breast, it is slow cooked, cooked to perfection. Plate. Can I climb that bloody thing coming up? Cooked to perfection. Finished in a marsala reduction sauce and served with a side of what do you call it now? Served with beurre blanc and a side of bitter choux. Oh, is your chicken organic? Now, a bad server would say, of course it is, sir. Now, I'm not saying a bad server because the server's bad. Person, I'm saying because that opens up the whole thing. It's like, what happens if the person that's asking knows the difference between processed and organic fresh chicken breast? What the beeping am I meant to do? Okay, so let me kick it and see what that does. See if I can grapple as that sound. No, I'm a loss. I'm at an impasse, Mr. Bond. Unless, as I thought, that it is in the basement. No, there it is. But anyway, that's my restaurant. Yeah, definitely more vague than I was yesterday. Fuck, what am I meant to fucking do? Definitely. I'm going to try the basement approach. What's that? Oh, good news. This was the one in the basement, wasn't it? Motherfucker, did I freaking lock myself in? But anyway, whatever. That's the one. Beep's going there. Finding all the stuff that I kind of need, but don't need, but also... Oh, wow, arrows. Oh, wow. Oh, Doggy. Bolts going on. Did I do this before? Oh god, I'm getting done with this, I think. I think I'm almost done with this, I think I might want to go to bed now. Did I do all this before? Is this... I don't remember. But anyway, whatever. Enough of my advice, let's go to the video. Public affairs. Yeah, that's the unless I don't remember this bit. into some kind of toilet or something, or am I back to where I was? Back to where I was.
Failure to comply may lead to severe consequences. The biggest light to shine upon you all.
Okay, because I think I'm going to get up there, and I think it's to do with this rope, but how on earth am I, unless it's one of those things where I'm doing enough quests and there's some kind of ungrapply doohickey that I can fucking mess around with. Which kind of pisses me off both to no end.
Following is an announcement from the Ministry of Communications. Radio towers in Iraq are the sole property of Reagan business. Tampering with these towers
Right now, see if I can jump.
If you
And use
witness
my
anyone
wingsuit.
attempting to scale a radio tower, you should notify your nearest Royal Army representative.
And there we go. Oh, ouch. And then there we go. Back up to this and see what the basement does. That might be the thing. I hope it is, because I don't want to have to do quests in order to be able to do this thing. Blah, 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 my best friend, la, 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 la. This is the one with the basement, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not the one with the... The F just happened.
Following is an announcement from the Ministry of Public Affairs and Social Housing. Royal Army
This was on the basement. Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? Am I tripping? Am I tripping my balls up? Yeah. I think I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this. So it must have been the other one that had the basement. Am I losing it or what? La 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 la. Yeah, okay. No, I'm having enough. I'm not doing this one anymore. How do we get out of here?
How do I get out of here?
How do we get out of here? Said, listen to this now. Bell tower.
Bell tower.
No. Oh, I just hurt myself. Right now. That is an assassination. Oh, fucking hell, am I? I'm not very good at this, am I?
I'll do anything.
You'll do anything. Okay. What would you do exactly? Huh? What are you doing? Huh?
I'm just a poor farmer.
You're just a poor boy, nobody loves you. Is that what it is?
I need help.
What do you mean you need help? I just saved your fucking life. What kind of help do you need, you silly monkey? Huh? Where are you now? You've gone. Now you need help, but you've disappeared. Is that the way it works? Okay, I see a fire. What's that? Oh, hello. I don't know what that's about. That looks like something I need to investigate. Where's your helicopter? I don't know. I'm going to walk off front now. Which is weird, because what else am I going to walk on? Oh! Another thing I like about this game that is an improvement on the other one is this guy.
I got a new thing.
Because in the other one, oh, good stuff. Oh, P410. Oh, I've got that one as well. Oh, I've got that one as well. So first of all, I'm going to refill the inventory, and then I'm going to sell, quick sell everything. And then do the buy customer, see what I've got. And I've got a bunch of money, but not enough. Because what I want is... where is it? Is it weapons? Where is it? Okay, so let's do a comparison to what I've got. It decreases on the fire rate. No, it has more fire rate. There's a more fire rate and less accuracy, less damage, but not by much. Okay. Okay. Is that a sniper rifle also? Or is that a single bolt? I don't know what attachment's going to go on this guy. Sight and extra magazine. So I think I'm going to equip this guy. Is this for sale or is it? No, that's mine already. Okay, what else have we got? Nothing. What do I want? Okay, so I've got that guy. So I'm going to equip this guy. No. Okay, so what happened? Oh, stop controlling, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to make him over there. And then I'm going to give him extra magazine. And then presumably you can only do one maximum sight, optical sight, dot sight, reflective sight. You don't need any more sight. So we've got for this, and then is it signatures I'm looking for? Where is it now? The Ripper. Was it a Ripper? Oh, that looks really interesting. But I was looking at the Shredder, wasn't it? So we'll look at the Shredder. So this one has. Oh, so the Ripper is actually better by the look of things. Yeah, so that's only 460,000. So I need a bunch more bloody what's it? Okay, see you later. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay. Now the body armor can't count for crap in this game. Seemingly, anyway. Hello. Plastic elephant. Talking about which, you can ride elephants in this. We found this out yesterday, which is cool. Right now. No. Yeah, I've got that Drake song in my head, the old Highland Bling thingy. And I sincerely thought somebody was working with singing it. And I thought, I want to talk to you about Highland Bling. And it's like, what on earth is Highland Bling? And I thought it was like, for the Scottish people wearing kilts or something, or sparrows or bollocks. So I found out it's Highland Blimp, or High Line Blimp, or whatever it is. Blimp, I don't care. Something about ladies, and presumably from what I'm understanding, I could be incorrect. The song is about a gentleman who used to be equivalent to a male prostitute, i.e., what would happen is late nights he would get phone calls on his cellular device from ladies who would want to participate, as it were, in just carnal activities, for want of a better. Oh, here we go. I don't want to play with dogs today. And then what happened is that one of his favourite participants in this decided to move to a different location and found his services were no longer needed. So when that came to fruition, he basically looks like he called her back and said, "Excuse me, madam, do you remember that we used to have this arrangement where you used to call me on my cellular device at early hours in the morning and request that we participate in the carnal nuptials, as it were? May I ask what happened and why this is still not an option?" And then later on, he finds out that she's actually hanging around with people that he did not know before, and well, is this good or bad? It's bad.
I've sharpened the blade.
To the outsider! You're worse than a dog!
I'm worse than a dog, really? You call me a dog? You're saying that I'm worse than a dog? Okay, oh, dog's dead. I shot the wolf!
I will sever your the enemy!
This is actually a pretty good gun. There we go. Oh no, I don't move the gun on such guy. No! Anyway, so it was a sad song.
When are you coming on the silver? I used to be your hiding blink.
Or something like that. But anyway. So that keeps running through my head. Which is actually, as a songwriter, that is actually something you need doing. Because writing music, kind of especially nowadays as it were, is more like writing a jingle. It's it's not like a catchy, it's not like a cleverly created tune or inspiring lyrics or that kind of stuff. It is something where it's it sticks in people's heads. Na 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 na. And the rhythm on that was actually from an old keyboard. I think it would be called the Bossa Nova, and it would be like from an old Hammond organ or something. Come on. So presumably we've got to get through here, is it? Oh, no. Do. We've got to get into this game. Oh, there it goes. Hello. A rusty blade. They call me the rusty blade. Okay, so that bell tower's out. I'm down here now. Have I done this one? Have I done this one? That's also very hard. Unknown location. I think I'm kind of done for the day. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it for the day, and then we'll do this again tomorrow maybe. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you had a good one. And again, as I continue doing this, I will get better at it as far as how to broadcast. Because at the moment I'm just using the computer's camera and the computer's battery, so that's one reason why everything's all crappy. I'm also using an antiquated projecting device, and that's why the picture quality is quite crap. But anyway, thank you so much again, and have a good night. Bonsoir Dieu, hasta la vista, and ciao! Bella. Okay, now. No, what happened? It didn't let it kick me out or something? What happened here? Oh, fuck. Oh, hello, it's still recording. Huh. Now you know what I look like. Oh, bloody hell.